everybody, and welcome back to the Cowboys Fan Show. Zach, the voice, and I, alongside Tyler T.O. Ortega, Kimbry, Sports Skinny, Temple, and our fan of the week, Brendan Barella. Brendan, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks
and
for
that
having me.
was some great insight in that second segment, guys. All three of you know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, what about you?
Oh, no, I'm good. I am really good at what I do. I've been good at it for a long time.
Yeah, we don't have to point that out.
Don't, come on, don't give me an opportunity to boost myself up, because we talk about the action.
I'm just trying to boost team morale here.
Love it. I love it.
Dream team.
It's time for the scouting report. Tyler, take it away, my friend.
Well, we're playing against the Miami Dolphins this week, ladies and gentlemen. Dolphins come into this one 4-5 overall record. They are 0-4 in the AFC East here. As we get these division standings up here for you. You see the Patriots, of course, sitting atop the division, a perfect 9-0. The Bills and the Jets, somewhat surprisingly, 5-4. And equally as surprising, the Dolphins at 4-5.
Yes.
Whenever you look at these Dolphins, they have a quarterback. His name is Ryan Tannehill. And a lot of people have been wondering, what are you doing?
I do my best Patriots impersonation because they're going to run the table, not just the AFC East, but the entire NFL. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Getting back to these Miami Dolphins, they do have a quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. A lot of people think he's top 10 material.
Absolutely.
Brendan, what do you think?
I'd say so. I mean, like you said earlier, I don't think there's many quarterbacks that you can put ahead of him at this point in time right now.
Exactly. And, I mean, we'll get right into the film here to show you why Tannehill is a top 10 quarterback. Does a real good job of reading the defense here, sees that they're in man coverage, calls a little audible at the line of scrimmage, and catches I think that was Lamar Miller coming off of that pick there. So Ryan Tannehill does very, very well in the pocket with his pre-snap adjustments and whatnot.
Yeah.
And also, you know, going to the other side of the ball for these Dolphins, they have a guy by the name of Ndamukong Suh, who a lot of people have forgotten about since he left Detroit. He's sort of the NFL villain prior to 76 for the Cowboys there. But the thing that really gets to me is how do the Dolphins have such a bad rush defense when they have one of the most dominant interior linemen in the NFL? They give up over 125 yards per game.
I think we see examples of that in every sport. When the dominant athlete chases the money, they fall off. They really do. A-Rod took one of the biggest contract in baseball history at the time, went to New York, never performed
Pujols.
in the playoffs.
Right after
Pujols, absolutely horrendous for Anaheim when he first got out there. Same thing with Hamilton when he got out there with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And I think the same thing is happening with Ndamukong Suh down in Miami. He has his money. He has nothing to play for anymore, really.
Fair enough. I will give you that, Zach. Let's get right into the keys to the game here. We got three of them coming up for you against the Miami Dolphins. My keys to the game here. Key number one has to be protect the quarterback. Tony Romo
Absolutely.
coming off a 6-week hiatus after a broken collarbone from playing the Philadelphia Eagles. And, I just touched on it. They have Ndamukong Suh. He has no problem getting to the quarterback. They also have guys like Cameron Wake. And this is what happens if you don't protect the quarterback. You see penetration getting in there from the Dolphins' defensive line, absolutely leveling Sam Bradford and coming up with an interception. So, we've already seen Romo like that one time this year.
Yeah.
And twice within the last 3 years. Cowboys, please protect Tony Romo. And in doing that, you have to run the ball. Don't make Tony Romo do too much. That's going to be my second key to the game here. Like I was saying, the Cowboys have to run the ball. Darren McFadden has been averaging over 100 yards per game in his last 4 games here since he took over the starting running back job. And you can see the stats there. The Dolphins give up 135 yards per game. They've already given up 1,200 yards on the ground over the season. So the Cowboys really need to run the ball. Don't put Tony Romo in those, those drop back situations where he can get pressured and where Ndamukong Suh can come up and get on him.
And I think the Cowboys might actually be in a better situation now that Romo is coming back than they were at the beginning of the season. Because they were playing that whole running back by committee offense to start things off. And now they have McFadden, who's really come into his own. Dez is back. Romo's back. They can really start using that play-action pass after McFadden dominates in the running game and hit Dez deep. But like I said earlier, it's not going to really mean anything.
Well, I mean, yeah, the offense has been okay. It's the defense that's really had the problems here, and more specifically, the secondary. We saw the secondary get lit up by a rookie quarterback out there in Tampa Bay. So the secondary really has to step up this weekend because, like we were saying, they have Ryan Tannehill, and we'll show you the film here. Tannehill finds Rashard Matthews here, going down the middle. Rashard makes a few people miss. He's off to the races. He's going to be tackled eventually, but this receiving core for the Miami Dolphins, there's some studs.
And the Philadelphia defense are no slouches. I mean,
Right.
in the last 4 weeks, they are statistically the #1 defense in football.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw Ryan Tannehill pick them apart there on Sunday, ultimately winning the game were the Dolphins. But that defense from the Cowboys, the secondary more specifically, just really, really needs to step up for the Cowboys to win on Sunday.
I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I really couldn't agree with you more. The offense is there, and now the last key to the offense has been put into place. The defense needs to step up for the Cowboys. Anything else?
Well, just one quick little point here. Out of the last 7 games that we've lost, we've either held a tie or a lead in the fourth quarter.
Wow. And
6
2
out of
overtime
7,
losses.
and 2 overtime losses. So just wanted to throw that out there. Cowboys defense got to step it up this week.
I agree with him. I mean, our defense has been horrendous. Our offense has been getting the job done for the most part, with the exception of our quarterbacks, which have been, less than par, to say the least. I think we're all excited to have Tony Romo back this week. Excited to see how he's going to be, if he's going to look healthy or not. It just kind of all depends come game time.
I agree. Kimberly?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing for the Cowboys, like Tyler said, there have been so many close games, so many almosts, that if everybody just comes into their own for this game and pulls it out, they might have a shot of pulling themselves up by the bootstraps and completing the season.
But even if the entire team comes together and they have this amazing game, they have to do that for the remainder of the season. They have to win 7 games in a row, at least
but-
6 of 7 to win that division. I know the NFC East is weak. I know they're weak, but below
But
500 is
they're
not
an
going to win the
undefeated
East.
team still, so the Cowboys don't have much to complain about here. They can still do it.
Yeah, that's true. The Eagles still have to go up against the Patriots. The Cowboys are really in their softest part of the schedule. Let's see
Yeah.
what they can do.
They are.
We'll be right back with some game balls and picks for next week against the Miami Dolphins. Don't go anywhere.